in a few hours, Rue will have to be at the hospital for this examination, which will be done under narcosis, and the following days we can register the results from the examination. And I am feeling really awful about this. I am starting to get really nervous about it and worried about it. I mean, I know that the doctors wouldn't take this risk, putting her under narcosis, if it wasn't absolutely necessary. I know that, and but even if it's necessary, it doesn't mean that the risks are less because it's necessary. I mean, the risks are the same. It's always a huge risk to put someone under narcosis, and even bigger risk when talking about a small child like Rue. And I'm worried. I'm trying to not panic about it, to try to be calm, try to think rational, but it's hard because it's my baby, and I feel so awful about all of this. I feel so awful about the whole situation. I really wish it wasn't necessary. I wish this never had really happened. I wish it wasn't this way. It's but it is, and I try to focus on the things like I know that she will be much better off afterwards when all this is done, and I can give her the right treatment, and hopefully she will be much better and so on. I try to not think about why she has ended up this way. I try to just focus on the situation right now and making things as easy as possible for her. It will be hard for her because she has this issue with she's not being able to concentrate. Her urine, she says, drink a lot, and now she can't drink anything except the painkillers she will have tomorrow. They told me to give her a double dose of painkillers about 2 hours before the narcosis, because getting this capsule inside your throat is quite painful, and the examination itself can be both very painful, and also it can cause a lot of pain afterwards. So double the dose of Angistic, and I will have to put on this Angistic cream on her hands and her feet an hour and a half before she going to this narcosis, to have this narcosis, because it makes it easier to put the needles in and so on. And I'm happy I can do that at home as I'm a children's nurse. I'm used to do that, and they trust me to do it. Otherwise I had to go to the hospital with her and wait for several hours for it to work, and I feel that had been worse for her. But yeah, I feel awful about it. I feel really, really awful about it. She's been in a pretty bad state this night. She's waking up all the time because she's all glurpy, and you can hear that she's really in pain with her throat and so on. And I try to think that it's for the best, that something positive will come out of this, but at the same time it's awful. It's also one of the times I really wish I had someone to talk about it. I feel like I don't really have a friend that I can open up in that way. So I have a very hard problem to be vulnerable around other people, and in a situation where I am. And sometimes I think, like, I should not feel that way because I chose to have her on my own and so on. But I mean, even if I had a partner, even if I had a dad or whatever, naturally I felt the same. Like I need somebody to talk to and someone to talk with, and who've been there and with me in this. And I don't think it's always best that it's a partner who do that. I think it's sometimes better if it's a friend that doesn't who really care for your child, but have this more outside perspective and can see things more clearly than you can as a parent. But yeah, it's awful. I just hope this day will go easy and fast. I try to focus on Wednesday. We're going for this picnic with church, and I think we're gonna enjoy it a lot and so on Wednesday. And after that, it's Saga's birthday and so on. So I will try to focus on those